හොඳයි සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් වේවා හැමෝටම මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාලට මාව හෙනවා ඇති මට මැසේජ් එකක් දාන්න so can you please send me a message through Zoom chat and also the live YouTube live chat so then I can confirm whether you can see the screen and also you can clearly see hear my voice. Okay, yes, we will start. Okay, so good evening, all of you. Today is the second day of the math seminar, which is conducted by PassMe Institute. So we are discussing about the set unit in grade 11 as well as the grade 10. So we will continue whatever the point we stopped last week. So you know that we stopped grade 10 set. We discuss up to the certain level, so I will share the screen first. So we will discuss about the set. We will start discussing about the set theory first and also the set notation, and also after that we discussed several examples in last class, and we will study about the set builder form and other type of set notation methods, and also we discussed some of the questions previous week. After that we will start about we start about the region and Venn diagram, and we already know these things, and I will skip for a moment. Right, so these are we have already covered, and also the shade in the region. So we will continue this one today because in grade 10 we have two circles, and also we will say two sets, right? In grade 10 we have two sets, but when it's come to the grade 11 we have three three set of subsets. So you need to know how to shade the region where there are three circles in the set. So we discussed all these things, and we stop at this place. Yeah, I hope, yeah, this is the place we stopped last week. So we will continue this point onwards today. Right, if you have any questions, please send me a message through the chat, so then I can check your questions. So I think you can see my screen. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about the relationship between the number of elements in two sets, right? So you can see we will call this rectangle as universal, because all the elements which are relevant to this example is included in this box. So we will denote this rectangular box as universal. So inside this universal you have two set of subset. The first one is capital A, another one is capital B, right? So you can see n1, n2 and n3 is mentioned here. N1 means that the number of elements which are relevant for capital A only, and number 3 is number of elements which are relevant for the capital B only. But when we talk about n2, the number of elements which are common for the both A and B sets. So that is why number 2 is in the middle of this diagram. So there is a relationship. This is one of the major relationship inside this set. So you have to remember this one thoroughly. If you know this one, if you know this equation, so you can do lot of questions which are coming from this diagram, Venn diagram. So we will introduce this one right now. Number of n union B set is equal NA, that means number of elements of A set, NB, number of elements of set B, minus number of elements of A intersect B. So you know that the meaning of the union, I already discussed the meaning of this union. Union means all the elements inside the A and B, right? What do you mean by intersect? Intersect means the common for the A and B, right? This is the place relevant to this one, right? This is the place relevant for this one, right? Now, so you have to remember this one. We will do this. We will use this equation to do some calculations in today's class in next couple of slides, right? So, if you change the set A and B such a way that there is no any common region for A and B, so you can see N1 is the number of elements inside the capital A set. N2 is the number of elements inside the capital B region. So the previous equation that we already discussed, this one, we can rewrite in another form in such a way that there is no any common region. That means N2 is not visible in the upcoming equation, I mean the following equation. Because of that, there is no any common region. N A intersect B is going to be 0 because no any common region like this in the next slide, this one. So if you refer this Venn diagram, there is no any common region, right? Na is equal number of elements of A set is N1, number of elements of B set is N2, right? Now you can rewrite the expression that we already discussed. Na union B is equal Na, like this one, right? Na plus Nb. Now we don't have a term like minus Na intersect B. There is no any term like Na union A intersect B because there is no any common region for this one. So that is why we will end up this equation like this, right? We have to write the equation like Na union B is equal Na plus Nb. So this is what you need to know. But you don't want to remember this one actually because if you know this previous equation, this is the fundamental equation of the set. So this one. So if you know this fundamental equation and if you know the meaning of each and every terms, so once you divide into two equal pieces, I mean the A and B are separate each other, so you know that this will go into 0. So there is no any term like A intersect B if you have a diagram, Venn diagram like this, right? Clear? I hope this is clear, right? So someone is sent me a message through the chat, the mutual is exclusive. Yeah. So when it's come to the probability, we will discuss about the terms called the mutually exclusive. So that means there is no any common region for the both of these set, right? So the lesson called the probability we will discuss in next week. So once we complete this class, this set unit today, we will start the probability in next week. Grade 10 also the grade 10 and also the grade 11 will cover in upcoming week. So in that lesson we will use this same diagram, but in that position you are required to remember this, remember the previous equation. If you know this previous equation, so you can slowly transfer that previous equation that we already discussed under the set, I mean the today's lesson, to the upcoming week under the probability lesson. The same equation that we already discussed will convert to the probability in upcoming week, not today. So in that position, I mean under the probability lesson, this phenomena we will call as a probability of A and probability of B, and there is no any common region for the both A and B's cases. So we will call that situation as the mutually exclusive event, right? So not today, we will discuss in upcoming week, I mean the next week, right? Okay, we have, if you know the previous equation, so you can easily obtain this one. So you don't want to remember this one, right? If you know the fundamental, you can easily obtain this one as well. So let's try to do some example, right? Example number 1. So actually this is also inside the grade 10. After that we will go into the grade 11 set. Almost, I mean 90% of the set theory will cover under grade 10. The 10% of the theory will be there in the grade 11. So that is why we take some time to complete the grade 10 set, because 90% of the marks will allocate for this theory, right? Okay, question number 1. As an example, the universal universal is equal curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 to 10. Right. There is a set called A. Set called A is 3, 6 and 9. And there is a set called B 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. Okay. Part 1. Show the above information in a Venn diagram. And the question number 2, find the A dash intersect B. So you have to first draw this Venn diagram and insert the data in the Venn diagram. So I will do this one like this. So I will use a rectangle box here to represent the universal epsilon, and there are two circles like this one first, and there's another circle like B, and I will name this as capital A, and also this is capital B. Right. Now so you know that 1 to 10 there are 10 numbers is allocated for the epsilon. Now now I want to write capital A set. I mean, I want to insert the given number to as mentioned here, 3, 6 and 9. Before we do such a thing, it is very important to note it down that Nangila Malla, if there are common thing for A and B, first you can write all the common thing inside this region. So after that, by filtering all these numbers, they are in this region, so you can write others from this one in here as well as here. So I will repeat that one again. So I want to find the common numbers like 6, 6. So yeah, that is only the number, right? 6 is the only number which is common for A and B. Now I mentioned that here 6. Other than 6, there are two numbers like 3 and 6, 3 and 9, so which are relevant for the capital A set. So this is how you insert all the elements under capital A set. Okay, now same thing I will do for the B as well. So if you already I already mentioned 6 is here. So other than that, there is a space called only B region. So you have to insert the data 2, 4, 8, 10. So there is no any order like even number. So if you have a space, you can write 2, 4, 8 and 10. Okay, so this is how you insert all the data into capital A and capital B. Right. Now please recheck all the numbers from 1 to 10 is inside the A and B. If not, you have to find those numbers and insert the outer boundary of this A and B. Right. Okay. Capital A 3, 6, 9. Capital B 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So other than that, number 1 is there. So you can write number 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is again you have to write. So don't worry. I will. If you want, you can write number 5 here, number 5 here, number 5 here. Right. If you have a space, you can write 5, 6. Yeah, 7 is there. 8 is there. 9 also there. 10. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. All the elements I have inserted to the Venn diagram like this. So the question number 2, find the A dash union, not union, intersect B. A dash mean, so you have to shade the region except A, right? And also it should be inside the B, right? B circle, right? Now what is the meaning of this one? It is intersect, that is common for the both A dash and B. A dash mean outer region, outer boundary, outer area of from A, and B mean inside B. Right. Now to have the common region, this should be the region we are referring right now, right? Then we want to write the number of elements. Here you can see not the set, so you don't want to write like this curly within the curly bracket these numbers. So this is the set, no. So in this question they are asking for us to write the number of elements which are relevant for this shaded area 1 2 3 4. So the answer should be 4. There are 4 number of elements 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. There are 4 elements inside this shaded area, but you don't want to shade, I just shade to understand the region clearly. Okay, so this is how we finish this example number 1. Right, we will do one more example in as a next one. So before that I just want to check if you have any questions. You can ask right now. Okay, we will go into the next one. Okay, this is a more practical one, right? This is one of the most practical kind of a question. So you have a Venn diagram with the elements, right, like this. So there are 2 subset like A and B, all the elements which are relevant for the A and B also, and also the universal is mentioned in this Venn diagram. This is a kind of a nice diagram, right? Okay, we will do from question number 1. A intersect B, right? This is kind of a, look at this one. This is a set, right? This is a set, but when it's come to the question number 4, 5, 6, like there's n, simple n is there. That means number of elements, right? Here, this is called set, right? So you know that how to write the set, curly bracket. So you have to write the elements inside the curly bracket. So A intersect B means the common 1 and 9. Okay, this is the answer for the question number 1. So question number 2 also the set A union B dash. Union mean all the elements inside the A and B. A union B. Now dash mean outer region, right? These are right 2, 6, 4, 8, 10. So these are the numbers for A union B dash. The next one again A intersect B dash. A intersect B dash. A intersect B dash. So you know that A. So I have introduced the most powerful method in last week about the how to find the region exactly within shorter period of time. So I will introduce that one today as well. Those who are not participated for the last class, so you can catch this method, one of the most powerful method, right? A, right, before that. So I will rename this one. Since there are number of numbers here, since there are numbers inside this Venn diagram, so I just mark the relevant places using some different notation, like star, put a star, another star, another star, so another star. So there are 4 places where we can shade individual wise. I mean, so you can shade the outer boundary, right? And also you can shade this region and also the common region and also this only B part. So there are 4 places basically, right? Okay. Now, if I want to shade if you want to find the exact region directly, first of all you need to focus capital A. Capital A mean you can see to cover the capital A region, I want to circle this one, circle as well, this one as well, circle this one, circle this one. It's mean that once I circle this star, okay, that means I have shade this one, right? I have shade this one. If you add those 2 together, so that means I have covered, I mean I have shaded the capital A region completely, right? So then you can look at this one, B dash. B dash mean this is B. Outer region of the B mean right? Look at this one, B, this region and this region. So now look at the notation, that is intersect. Intersect means the both common for the both A and B dash. So that means two circle region, that means this one. So if so, you don't want to actually shade the region, but to make sure that this is the region, I just shade, right? Now only elements which are relevant to this shaded area is number 4. So you need to write number 4 and close the bracket. Okay, clear? So I will remove the lines so that we can move forward to the next questions clearly. So can you try the question number 4 as well? This is one of the very easy question. Number of elements of A. Number of elements of A. Number of elements of A means 1, 2, 3. Number of elements. So you don't want to write the curly bracket. This is direct. So you can write as a straightforward answer. Number 3. And NB is number of elements for the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very simple. Right. The sixth one. Now A intersect B. A intersect B means common for the both. Number of elements, not the elements. Number of elements. Number of elements is 2. 1 and 2. There are 2 elements. Right. There is another question here. So you need to find the. So you need to prove this one. So I just mentioned this question to prove this one, whether this is going to be equal or not, right? Okay. Now, so A union B mean, so if you refer this one directly, A union B mean all the elements, I mean there's a n here, number of elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right, here 5, is equal NA, number of elements of A, 1, 2, 3, right, plus NB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. If you add these two numbers together, that is going to be 8, but here it is equal 5. But we know that 5 is not equal to 8. Therefore, we can say that this expression is not right. It is completely wrong. But so if you look at the previous equation, I mean we already know that this is not the original equation. This is for what? If there are two circles which is separate each other, this is the equation. But this is not the case. There is a common region. Therefore, so you need to make it both sides correct, to make both sides equal. So you need to add the original equation like this, minus n A intersect B. So now shall we do this one again? Right, you know that the number of elements of A union B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Previously I put the 5, but it should be 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry for the previous one. NB, NA, number of elements for the A, 1, 2, 3. NB, number of elements of B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Right. Now, 3 plus 5 mean 8 minus NA intersect B, that is 2. Right. Now, can you calculate the right side? 8 plus 2, again it should be 6. Here also 6. So now you can see 6 is equal 6. That means you can clearly say that this equation is valid. This is, you know that anyway, this is one of the very important equation. This is what we call the fundamental equation of set. So you need to remember this one. So if you know this one, as I mentioned before, so when it's come to the probability lesson, so we will change this n term to p. So there is only different between this equation under set and the equation will come under the probability. Okay. So the probability theory will discuss in next week. For today, I'm using only the theories which are coming under the set. Okay, shall we move to the set in grade 11? Right now, you have to come with me to the grade 11 set. So there are few things here to learn as a new thing, only new thing. So you can, by looking at this kind of Venn diagrams, so you can see that the different, only different is, up to now we have discussed the set number of set 2, right? Now onwards we have to look into the 3 sets, subset actually, right? There are some diagrams here. So these are the diagrams you need to know under the grade 11 set, because there are 3 circle here, there are 3 circle here, there are 3 circle, 3 circle, 3 circle, 3 circle here, right? Not only these 6, there are 3 more to the next slide. Yeah, here, this one, this one, this one. These are the set of arrangement of 3 sets, right? You can see in the first one there are 3 circle, right? But the arrangement is differ from the other. Here also there are 3 circle, but the arrangement, how they arrange, is differ from the other, totally different. So by changing the location of the circle, the question also change, right? If you use this kind of a Venn diagram, and if you use the Venn diagram like this, these two are totally different. So if there are 5 questions under this Venn diagram, and the same question, 5 questions will be, let's take as this Venn diagram, are totally different, right? Even though the questions, 5 questions are same, because of this, the arrangement different, so the 2 questions are 100% differ each other. So that is what I mentioned here. So I mean, as a summary, in grade 11, so you need to know how you select, how to use this kind of arrangement, right? In this section I will introduce those things right now. So other than these 6, 9, 3, 6, 9 diagram, most of the time there will not be any kind of a set other than this one. Most of the Venn diagram have mentioned in this slides number, this one and the next one, right? I mean these 9 figures. Okay, now we need to first look into the shading the region where there are 3 circle, right? Shade the region. Now we will do this one to understand the things very clearly, right? This is the question I am taking to understand the process that we are going to apply for the question, like there are 3 circles, right? If there are 3 circle, it seems like complicated, but the method that I have already gave you last time, that is most powerful tool that I ever had, right? So I will use that technique today also to shade the region which there are 3 circle, right? Okay, so proceed with this method for the question number 1. Okay, A intersect B intersect C. Intersect mean, what do you mean by intersect? Again, the common, right? So in the very first one, so you don't want to use that the previous method. It is very simple one. But by looking at the question, what does that mean? A intersect B intersect C mean, intersect C mean both have the same unit as intersect. That means common for the A, common for the B, common for the C as well. I mean, if you can see the place, if you can see the region where that region is common for the A circle, B circle and C circle, that is the region to shade under the question number 1. That means if you look at this one capital A, if you look at the B and also the C, this is this the place, isn't it? This is the place where we need to shade. So this region is under the A, B and also C. Common for the A, B and C. All the three set has a common region, that is the answer. Okay, so I will erase this one because we have already completed this one. I will mark as done. Okay, the question number 2. So this is A intersect B. Even though there are three circles, I just use this question number 2 to explain. So some students think like if there are three circles, it's look like complicated. The set in this year, I mean when it's come to the exam point of view, the most of the students are thinking about if there are three circles, that means the question is most difficult compared with the previous year. Likewise, they are prejudged before going to the questions. But in question number 2, I use question number 2 to represent if even though there are three circles, but A and B, look at only A and B. That is what I mentioned here. Even though C is there, don't look at C. So if you see this C circle, so you will end up with the wrong answer, right? A intersect B. That means look at A circle and look at B circle. Don't look at C, right? Common for the A and B. So this is the answer. This is the answer, A and B. Okay. So I will erase this one because I am using the same space. Because I am using the same space to do all the 8 questions today. Okay. 1 done, 2 has done. Question number 3. Now onwards I am using the method that I already gave you right last week. This is the method, right? So you need to look into this one first and you need to look into this one as a second one. After that you need to pay attention on this sign. So this is the way I always use to find the exact region. Okay, do you know A intersect B? Do you know? Yeah, we already obtained. So, but even though you know that this is the region, don't shade. But instead of that, I put number 1, number 2, not number 1, 2, like I did today's questions. I put star mark, 1 star, another star. In this, what do you mean by this star? I will zoom for a moment this place. So I want to make this space more clear. So that is why I zoom it. So this place, right? This star mark will represent this region only. Clear? So I will erase this one. If I put star mark, that will represent this region only. So this is my own personal notation method. This is not coming from the grade 10, 11 or whatever the textbook you have. So this is what I introduced as a new concept last week. So actually this is a very easy method. So if you follow this one, right? So clear? So if I put star mark here, what does that mean? It means the region of this one only, right? Instead of shading the region, I put star mark and circle it. If I want to, I mean, I will introduce this one like this. If you want to shade this region, so you can shade this one like this. But the same thing you can do like this. If you have a notation like this, now you need to shade. But I am not going to shade because it is time consuming work, and also it is once you complete the shading process, I mean once you shade, so it is more complicated. It seems complicated. It look like complicated. So therefore I will circle it. So the circle of the star mark is the star mark will represent the region of this one. Okay, once I circle it, it means that already shade this one, even though I have not shade. Once I circle it, it means shaded. Okay. Now I will put several stars here and also the last one here as well. So can you see any places where there is a missing? No, yeah. All the places that are inside this universal has complete by adding the star mark. Okay, we'll go into the question number 3. Right. A intersect B mean A, B, the common region. Therefore, this one. So you are not going to shade anymore. So instead of shading, you put circle like this. This part is done. C dash, outer region of complement of C. That means the outer region of C. So look at the C. Okay. Outer region. Okay. All the other stars. Here you have 2 circle. So you have to put, even though you have already circle, so you have to add another circle like this. Okay. Now look at this one. Intersect. Intersect mean common for the both. Common for the both mean you have a place where there are 2 type of shading part. That means there are 2 circle. This is the place. So I will use to represent this one in a different color. So this is the place. Can you see how easy these questions are? So actually I take several minutes to discuss this one because as a first example, so I am taking the considerable time. For actually probably next week, next question number 4, you can finish within few seconds, right? Okay, so the final answer should be this one. For this one, clear? Samadhi, yeah, common region for the. So this is the answer for the question number 1. I just checked the chat now. Okay, I think everyone can understand this one. If not, please send me a message. Those who are logged into the Zoom, so you are not allowed to talk today. So you know that this is not like a regular Zoom class. So in that class, you can ask questions by unmuting. And also you can send, but anyway, you can send me a message, like even though you are logging Zoom, also YouTube, so you can send me a message through the chat option. Other than that, you are not allowed to talk today because we are going to have a live streaming on YouTube. So the next, I mean your Zoom class, so you can ask any questions. Okay. Shall we go to the question number 4 as well? Question number 4. Before that, I want to erase this one because okay, now everything is clear. So I want to, yeah, everything is clear. Okay, we'll proceed. Question number 4. Now in this case, you have to pay attention this one first, and pay attention this one later, and after that look into the intersection sign at the end of this process. So that is the last part of this process. Okay, you need to now. How easy these questions? A mean you have to circle, 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 circle. Why? All the circle stars are included in the capital A, right? That is why. Done. A, look at this one. Should B intersect C. B intersect C dash. Don't consider dash now. Before take dash into consideration, we want to look into the B intersect C. B intersect C. B intersect mean common, no? B intersect C mean this one. Okay. B intersect C mean this one. Dash mean not for these two. Without these 2 stars, you have to circle all the other, right? All the other. Without these 2, all the other. Okay, now look at this one. Final answer is, if there are two circles, that is, those are the final answer. That means, so you can see these circles, there are 1 2 3 4 5 stars without 2, but if you look at this one, this is the answer. Using original given Venn diagram, you will end up with the final answer, isn't it? In your usual practice in your school, right? In your school or any other classes other than this one, so you can see there are several methods to use to find the final answer. First, they introduce like draw this Venn diagram on your rough paper and completely sketch this one and shade the region in a different color or different order. I also in the previous year, I mean the last year and the up to the next week, up to the last week, so I also introduced that same method. Like if you have two circles, so first this is the region, so you shade this one like this. If there's another region you want to shade, so you can change the color, or if you don't have any color pen, you can use the other direction like this. So that is the usual practice for the all of the students who are learning the set shading part when you are in school or any other classes. But here, the last week I have gave you a most powerful tool which you can use for finding the shaded area within shorter period of time, and also the time consuming. You can reduce the time required for this kind of questions, and also you can make your mind more relaxed. So because you know that you can easily find the answer, but when it's come to the traditional methods, so you feel like sometime you have no any confidence like your answer is correct or not. But here you feel simple, like you know that you can find the exact answer within shorter period of time. Okay, so I'll erase this one. Okay, we'll proceed to the next one. Question number 5. A intersect B intersect C. Sorry, here also same as this one, so therefore I am not going to discuss this one. But if I want to change this question, same question, something like this, so you also should be able to complete this one as well. But that is also there. Question number 7. So I'm using same as this one. Now the question number 6. A intersect B intersect. This is a very, very simple one. A intersect B intersect C mean we already complete this one. A intersect B intersect C mean this one. But it is asking not to A intersect B intersect C. It is dash. That means outer region. Outer region means in that question you don't want to use this star mark because it is very, very easy, right? So my method is applicable for all these questions. Even though this one is very simple, we can use this one, my method also. But since this is very simple, you don't want to use that one. Wait.